Seneca!
What happened? We heard a terrible noise.
Seneca, can you hear me? Can you tell me what happened?
Explosion.
Yes, it was an explosion. Even Jimmy heard it, and he can't hear where he was.
Rosie, please, he's hurt. Stand back.
Something hit me.
Where?
My back. Something slammed it. Oh!
It was a shot.
Seneca, lie still. I think you've been shot.
What?
Just don't... Tom, give me your muffler. He's bleeding badly. Okay, now give me your coat.
I'll call an ambulance.
No. Try Roger first. See if he's downstairs.
All right.
And then call ER for an ambulance on the double.
Those shots? Seneca.
He's bleeding badly.
Seneca, has he been conscious at all?
Barely.
Seneca, can you tell me anything?
I didn't hear us. Yeah. So loud.
He said it was from behind, his back.
All right, I'll take a look. Oh, my God.
It's coming.
Jim, go call the police. 911.
His pulse is racing. Seneca, try to breathe deeply. An ambulance is on its way.
He's out.
We're going completely. Seneca? Is he breathing?
I can't tell.
Seneca!
Is he dead?
I don't know. I'm not getting any...
Roger?
Wait. It's Faith. Faith, hold your pressure.
I am. Roger, do you think he's gonna make it?
I only hope he makes it as far as the emergency room.
Magnification 04 to get 2 Spin Lash mascaras, 2 row 220-0004. Call now.
That's what got me. I couldn't believe that.
What I can't get over is that they didn't eat anything.
Well, they had another dinner party to go to.
No, it wasn't a dinner party. Our friend from Texas had thrown himself a little old barbecue tonight.
That little old barbecue is going to make a lot of money for the party, some of which he's going to send you to the Senate.
Yeah, he's in all business.
He's one of the biggest contributors to the party in the entire country.
And here I was beginning to feel like I had the accent.
We do.
Ray, where's the National Committee man from?
Boston.
Boston.
Well, this is a big, wide, wonderful country. You really get the feel of it here in Washington, don't you?
Yeah, I can see how they keep their figures here. Everybody orders huge meals and sits around yaks for an hour or so, then the waiter comes, takes it all away.
Bill used to say the wheels of Washington run on oil and vinegar.
You want to write a book about your husband.
First things first, let's get you elected, okay? And talk about talking, Mr. Reed. They weren't the only ones. You did rather well tonight, and you were so afraid you wouldn't have anything to say.
Oh, my, did I talk too much?
Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. You were great. It was perfect, and I was so proud. Hey, since we've had dinner, what say we order dinner? I'm starved.
Wait, we start all over again?
Yeah, this time we'll eat it.
They're going to think we're crazy
Of
now.
course not. They do it all the time. Besides, I'm celebrating. If they can have another party, we can have another party.
Oh, no.
What's the matter?
Party. Edmund's birthday party. I was supposed to be at Jill's tonight. I completely forgot about it. I didn't even call.
Call now.
Yeah, better. Excuse me, please.
afraid some of that's my fault. I just went into his office like a hurricane and kind of swept him away. I didn't even give him time to think. Georgia told me he had had a grueling day.
Well, I think Jill will understand.
I know where you are, Frank. Georgia called me right after you left the office.
Jill, I am really sorry. I wasn't thinking. I was harassed all day long, and then Ray came in with this chance of a lifetime, and everything just went haywire.
It's all right. I mean, don't worry about it.
I am worried. It's not all right.
Look, I'm sure you didn't do it on purpose. You just forgot.
You're angry.
I'm not angry.
Well, look, you have every right to be.
Look, I don't think this is a subject for long distance.
Never mind about that.
I do mind that. I mean, this is exactly an example of our problems. I mean, here we are in microcosm. Your interests are over there and mine are over here.
That's not completely true,
Oh, yes,
Jill.
it is. I mean, come on, your career comes first. It always will. Look, I am not blaming you for that. It's just the way it is.
Jill, I hurt you, and I want to make it up to you.
There is nothing to make up. You haven't done anything.
Well, then I want to make it up to Edmund.
Frank, he didn't even know that you were in here.
Can I see you when I come back?
Yeah, I'll be here.
No, I mean to talk. I don't want you to take this as a reflection of the way I feel about you or the baby.
Look, you have things to do and I have things to do, so why don't we just hang up?
Right now, this is more important.
Yeah, then your meeting must be over, huh? Isn't it?
Jill, you don't...
Look, there is no point in debating this on the phone.
Jill? Jill?
Be Get a transfusion ready. 4 units of packed red cells. Type B, subtype M.
Shall I check that blood type, Doctor?
Type B, subtype M. I'll wait out here.
Okay.
Vitals?
Pulse 120, pressure 90/60 and falling, respirations rapid and shallow, bleeding's profuse. Thank you.
All right, bullet wound, possibly more than one, entering the back, exiting out the front. Now, I want an IV of 5% dextrose and water and an antibiotic against infection. Open at a slow drip. I'm going to do a cut down. Hook up an EKG monitor.
Transfusion's ready, Dr. Coleridge.
All right, get a blood sample. Get a complete blood workup up here on the double. Monitor and chart his vital signs every 15 minutes, more often if we have time. Stethoscope. All right, tell the lab that I want a liver function profile, electrolytes, the works, all on the double. Damn. No masses. I don't hear any bowel sounds. Order x-rays before we go into the OR. I think we may have to do a laparotomy. A nurse. No, wait. First of all, I want a central venous monitor. I just put it there and ordered the x-rays.
Seneca.
Jill,
Seneca, you're in the ER.
happened?
Somebody took a shot at you.
Jill.
You better call Jill and Bucky.
How does it look?
I'm not making book on his pulling through this at all. All right, now I want to get him on his side, clean that wound, and get a better look at it. Buddy?
Can you find Dr. Carter for me, please? In a hurry.
All right, gloves, hemostat, and sponge.
All right, then call him there and ask him to come to emergency. In a hurry. Very fast, please. Thank you.
Yeah, it's too close to the spine. What are the vital signs?
Pressure's dropping, Doctor.
Where are those lab workups?
I don't think he's going to make it. Do you have a dime? I got it. Hello?
Jill,
Hi, Faith.
Seneca's been hurt very badly. He was shot in the back.
Shot?
He's in emergency right now, in critical condition. He's asking for you. Roger says to come as quickly as you can.
Or, look, I'll get somebody to stay with Edmund and I'll be right there. Faith?
Jill, just come, okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye.
To eat.
She didn't take it very well.
No. No, I'm afraid not.
Well, that's not like Jill. She ought to be able to understand.
No, she understands, all right. She just doesn't like it, that's all.
Yeah, but Frank, it's not fair. I mean, the baby's birthday is important, but this is a chance of a lifetime.
Well, I was hoping she'd see it that way, but... Jill was one of the people who taught me how important timing is. How to be in the right place at the right time.
Her priorities have changed.
But she's been saying I'm the one who's changed priorities.
Really? I don't think you have. Maybe she has. Look, forgive me. You both know her much better than I do. But for anyone, the transition between a life which is totally independent and a life which includes a child, I mean, that's got to be a big change. I don't really think you've changed your priorities all that much. You want the same thing you've always wanted, maybe just on a larger scale. But for Jill, well, now her values are completely turned around.
You mean the baby before anything?
Of course. Come on, Frank. Otherwise, she'd be a part-time mother, and from what I've seen of Miss Coleridge, she doesn't do anything by halves.
Oh, that's for sure.
Look, the very same strength and willpower that were once invested in career, yours and hers, have now been redirected. She doesn't really have a career in the same sense anymore. What she's got now is a job. Maybe she feels that that's all you should have as well.
Well, she used to be able to strike a balance between what was public and what was personal.
Yeah, but you've got to look at it realistically. Because of the opportunities you've had and made for yourself, your world has been expanding at the same time that Jill's responsibilities are becoming more concentrated. She's got to focus on that baby and her home. Yet she hasn't changed in her personality. She is still the same strong-minded person with the same strong sense of purpose. She feels that anybody who shares her life has got to share her priorities. And tonight, her priority was her baby and his first birthday party. Oh, dear, I really am sorry. I'm so sorry. I said too much, and I'm afraid some of this was my fault.
No, Ray, please, don't feel that way.
All right, then. To be completely honest with you, I wish she had been more patient. After all, this was something she once wanted.
Yeah. We may not even be here if it wasn't for the help she gave in those first few years.
And here you are, without her. Ooh, gotta hurt. All of you worked so hard on that race for the city council. She must feel in some ways she created Frank Ryan. And now you go off without her? She could be a little bit jealous, too, Frank. After all, big things are starting to happen and she's not a part of them.
Well, she could be a part of them.
Could she? Frank?
I don't know. I'm not sure if it could ever be the way it was.
Frank, it could be.
No, Bobby. Politically, Jill could never be back on the team. Not the way she used to be, at least.
Well, why not?
Because she doesn't want to be. No. No, if there's anything in store for Jill and I, it's on a purely private level.
Which is another story.
What do you mean?
It's none of my business.
No, go on. I'd like to hear.
Okay? An opinion. One person's opinion, right? Jill and Seneca have formed a very strong bond over this past year. Now, I don't have a doubt that you could break it. But if you try, that is going to take a great deal of your time and your energy. And from where I'm sitting here tonight, I just don't think you've got it. Unless, of course, you want to scrap the race, go back to Riverside, concentrate on your personal life, and leave the Senate for another day. In any case, whatever happens, come on. From where I sit tonight, I'd say that two street politicians from the sidewalks of New York just scored a tremendous victory, and I want to drink to it. And to one National Committee man and one Texas Owl man who are now firmly in the corner of one Frank Ryan. Come on.
Here. Well, I, for one, don't feel we did anything differently than we did in the poker clubs and pizza parlors back in New York.
Well, you just keep right on doing the same thing. And by the way, Mr. Reed, I hear that you keep Frank's campaign treasury in a shoebox.
Yeah, well, I got a very big shoebox because I got very big feet.
He also goes through a lot of shoe leather.
Yeah, well, between campaigning and political work, I can believe that. Listen, you just keep those shoe boxes piling up, because we're going to need them. And Frank runs for the Senate.
Next, see who's clawing their way to the top.
Expecting to happen to me. And for possibly anybody who might.
Free. So what do you got to lose? Try my product.
Call 1-800-783-0598.
Tom, there's something more than Seneca. What's troubling you?
It's madness.
What is?
No one knows where I am. I've seen nothing. I've heard nothing. No one's been around. Up until tonight, I haven't had the slightest sense that something's been amiss.
Like what?
Faith, I think that shot was meant for me.
No.
You know I've been keeping things from you from everybody else.
I know you've been living with something private and painful.
What I've been living with is fear. For myself and for possibly anybody who might be around me. I never go home to my apartment without wondering if somebody's going to be waiting for me. And if the slightest sound wakes me,
the backfire of a car, a firecracker in summer, a sudden shout. I'm afraid of them all.
Why?
Because what happened to Seneca tonight is exactly what I've been expecting to happen to me. It's madness, but I feel partial.
Tom, stop. What happened tonight was some sick accident. It has nothing to do with you at all.
Faith, I know there's somebody out there. And tonight, I think he mistook Seneca for me.
Faith,
Go right in.
how bad?
Very.
Oh, my God.
Jill, I just finished cleaning the wounds. Now, we've done everything we can, but it still looks very bad. The spinal column seems to be involved. The spine looks badly damaged.
Is he in a lot of pain?
Yes, a lot. But he seems fairly lucid when he's conscious.
Roger, who would do a crazy thing like this?
I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense, but he's been asking for you.
Seneca? Seneca, it's Jill.
Jill?
I'm here now. Can you open your eyes?
Jillian.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
Don't talk about that now.
I am sorry. I hurt you. I love you.
Seneca? Seneca, can you hear me? Roger! Roger, he's dead!
Spend breakfast in bed with SoapNet. Sleep in, curl up, and check out with back-to-back episodes of One Tree Hill and Beverly Hills 90210. Breakfast in bed, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday on SoapNet.